face when I explained what a plushie party was. Carrie Savage had more, now Carrie Savage is a missionary. She had more fun laughing watching his expression than she did being horrified at what we were talking about. But there are all these terms that we use as anime fans that other people don't understand. And even the word yaoi itself plays into it. When I first did Sayuki, which has its own bizarre, huge yaoi fan following, I made the mistake of my first website telling people to feel free to send me their fan fiction. Yeah, here's my problem with Sayuki fan fiction. Why is Son Goku always the bitch? He's like the oldest one, and he's the biggest fighter, and yet they always have him in a dress and doing awful things. Somebody sent me one, is a picture of him in little rubber J-Lo shorts with knee press-on nails, handcuffed on a like a satiny bed, crying. And I was like, don't send me that, that's awful. But, so when we were doing the show, I talked to the director, and I'm like, this has like a huge yaoi following, and the director is very gay, which is funny because when we first did the show, because we call each other fags in the show, so he's like, well, I hate Sayuki, it's very homophobic. I'm like, the gay director told the gay actor to say fag. It's pretty gay, actually. But, so anyway, I told him, and he was like, well, what does that word mean? And I was like, oh, it's this whole group of fans, mostly female, that really like watching two boys kiss. And he goes, oh girl, I will sell you tickets to a bar down the street then. so even our director, who was working on the show, knew nothing about this fandom. Well, so flash forward about a year or two later, Sayuki's become like a really big hit. And at the time, a lot of voice actors didn't go to conventions. They had heard horror stories about female actors being stalked and stuff, so a lot of them were like, maybe not. Well, the coolest thing about having a convention in your hometown, like Dallas has A-Con, we finally got a big one in Houston called Onicon. Well, so all of the ADV actors were very inclined to go just check out the local con, because if it gets too weird, you go home, no big deal. Somebody starts grabbing you, like, oh, I think my dinner's burning, I gotta go. So, of all the people that would rear their head at the show would be Ilyich Gordiola, who plays Gojo in Sayuki. Who a lot of girls that like Sayuki really like Gojo. Well, I didn't realize I was setting him up for disaster, but when he came in the room, I go, oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, Gojo in the house. And all these girls are like, I actually started switching seats, trying to get closer to where he was, and I was just like, oh shit. It was like I felt like I kicked a beehive. I was just like, oh my god. Well, so the panel was over, and everybody did that thing where they rushed to the front of the room, and I was watching poor Ilyich try to get to the door, and he was like, up against the wall by this group of girls. And so I was like, oh shit, I've got to go rescue him. So I was like saying bye and taking pictures and whatnot. And by the time I get over to him, there's just like probably about a group of 10, 12 girls. And they're asking him questions. Well, the thing is, not all voice actors are anime fans. Contrary to what all of them want you to believe, a lot of them are new to the genre. In fact, most of them don't really know, the difference between shonen ai and, hardcore breaking and entering yaoi. They really don't. It's just new to them. They're actors, and so they like what they like or whatever. Well, so here's poor Ilyich. He's standing in the corner, and this girl said, do you like yaoi? And not wanting to sound dumb, he said, yeah. Well, he made this great, beautiful misstep. He said, yeah, I like the yaoi. Which just made it sound dirty. It's like my friend and I have this theory that you can add the word action to the end of any word and it makes it way dirty. Like if you say I'd like some hot corn on the cob, that doesn't sound dirty, but if you say I'd like some hot corn on the cob action, suddenly you got a movie. so like he kept saying, oh yeah, I like the Yowie, I like the Yowie, and it just sounded dirtier and dirtier every time he said it. He was like, oh, would you do like a Yowie picture later? Yeah. And I was over the corner just dying. I was like, oh shit, Billy has no idea what he's in for. And so I get over to him and I'm laughing and I'm like, so you like Yowie, huh? And he goes, yeah, like what is that show? And I was like, dude, that's not a show. He goes, what is it, man? And I said, it depends on who you ask, but I think most of these girls would tell you it's a lot of hot guy-on-guy action. And his face went almost white. He goes, fuck you, man, what does it really mean? That's what it really means, dude. So, I had to feel horrible for poor Ilyich. And the funny thing is, there's a second part to this joke. If you have the DNA Angel discs and you have the one with the commentary on it, there's a moment captured forever in time. There's another one of these for Oron that I'll tell you about later. But there was a moment in the commentary where I don't know why, but Ilyich started singing Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On." I think it was like a sexy moment in the show, and Ilyich just got a beautiful singing voice, and so out of nowhere he's like, let's get it on, and I was like, ooh, and a million Yowie fangirls just fainted. I would say that is totally pandering to the audience, young man. Well, so he sings that song, and there's this dead silence for a second, and I go, oh, and a million Yowie fangirls just fainted. And then it goes silent. And what you can't see, and we were, at the time, ADD had this room that had 2 booths in it, and he leans forward. So, like, and the next thing you hear me do is go, and just kind of laugh. Which is a laugh you're going to hear associated with Oron a little bit later. So, anyway, to the subject in hand, no pun intended. Since I was talking to a friend earlier, and he said, yes, I know what Yowie is, but I'm very fascinated as to why it exists. And what the draw is. So one of the best things about this panel is it's a chance for Yowie fans and Yowie non-fans to get to tell you what they like and don't like about each other. Now, I won't let anybody beat up on each other. If you get too hateful, we'll tell you to go, I don't know, play Smash Brothers or something. There's actually a Yowie Smash Brothers joke later.
Oh my god!
Who would have ever thought that was one? And be civil. Girls, and guys, there's some guys that probably like Yowie too. For the Yowie fans, what are some of the reasons you like Yowie? You can, like, raise your hand or rainbow flag. Yes. There are no girls in it. Yes. I have many a female friend that will tell me that very reason. Some of them say they get tired of annoying female stereotypes in anime. And they're like, you know, I hate the dumb girl, or I hate the cock-blocking, you know, backstabbing best friend girl. Like, so they say, you know, it just gets rid of all that. You know, no dumb girls, just all boys. So there's no girls. Okay, number 1. What else? Yeah. More action. Now that's not to say that all Yowie is action, correct? Okay, very good. That's something that a lot of people don't realize. Somebody said, well, I got this Oron Yowie, and I was flipping through it, because I do, and there's no, you know, breaking and entering. There was just, you know, kissy, you know, like sweet little romance, and they're like, and somebody said, well, there's no in it, and I was like, well, it's not always like that, so, but not always, but okay, so you like the action, bring the action, yes. Uh-huh.
I like the way that they usually have to fight against what they want to do in it, which adds more depth to the relationships.
Gotcha. There's a certain level of awkwardness that a lot of these stories have that either because they're not supposed to know about the one liking the other, or whether it's just awkward comedy, like that awkward thing. So yeah, I hear that a lot actually. Yeah, in the back.
I like how.
Oh no, I was pointing to our male friend in the back, rubbing his